Alright, it's time to start this project. A little project. So, how to start it? Of course, with the grab brush, which is G. G for grab. This is the chin. It will be pretty big. Then we'll have a huge neck. Alright, he will flatten the sides. Yes. Let's make this a little bit bigger. Control R to have more geometry. Here we'll make a neck. Big neck. This will be forward. I'm not sure how forward it should be, but we'll see. Everything is kind of redoable. No, we don't have to be afraid of that, at least. I'm sometimes pressing few things that are not necessary, like the Windows button, for example. It's not necessary at all in this case, but since I want to be fast, before I catch my tempo, push the tempo. Before I push the tempo, I probably am kind of a little bit, you know, upset. Not upset, but whatever, it's okay. Hello guys, I just bought all your courses on Udemy. Ooh, that's cool. But do you know that if my course is like $12, if you buy it directly from Udemy without using my promo links, I get like $2 or $3 on the sale. Yeah, that's just kind of a curious information. Just nice information for you to know. Yeah, that's normal. In ArtStation though, I get almost everything, which is very cool. But ArtStation doesn't sell that much, which is, yeah. Udemy sells way more. They are bigger, better, and yeah, all the things together. What about WinFox? WinFox is absolute crap. Yeah, I get, if you buy it from my promo link, of course, I get like 90% of the money, I think, but it sells so little. I mean, it's just amazing. So little sales. Oh yeah, but it's fine. I mean, I managed to handle it. It's not a big issue for me, that thing. I'm just saying. Not that it's, I'm so bad. People, please buy my courses. I will die from hunger. It's not like this. I mean, yeah, I'm fine. For now, at least. If I kind of get very poor, I will probably kind of ask you to politely to buy my courses and support me. But now, if you need to buy them, buy them. If you don't need to buy them, no, don't buy them. It's not, you know. That's my advice for you as a teacher to a student, you know. Huh. Yeah, basically stealing from buying from Udemy without using my promos in my YouTube videos. So under each of my promo videos in my YouTube channel, in the other channel, I have a promo link, and I renew those links every month. So from those links, I get like 90% of the price. And the price in those links, no matter if there is sale on Udemy or no, is around $13. At least for me, it's around $20. So I don't know how it is for most people, but yeah. So if you buy it directly from Udemy, probably it's a little bit different. Sometimes, if the sale is from Udemy, kind of a Udemy sale, Udemy advertisement or something, sometimes from around $13 of sale, I get like $1.50. I've seen that. It's amazing. Most of the time it's between $2 and $3 from a sale. But still, Udemy sells a lot. It's a pretty big site, one of the biggest probably in the world for studying. So I'm not complaining that much. It's the volume there. But just, I'm telling you how it is, so you don't think that if you give for my courses like $100 in Udemy, I will get like $60. No, it's not gonna happen. But in ArtStation, it's happening. Hi man, I love your sculpting. Thank you very much. I don't love my sculpting, especially in the beginning, by the way, like this now, it's in the beginning of the sculpt. It's awful. I mean, everything looks so bad. Hopefully, at the end, we will be able to kind of like it a little bit, at least. This time I chose just a orc concept. I like orcs, especially if they are well drawn or modeled, for that matter. So yeah, maybe we will make other orcs, maybe more. This one is a little bit not traditional, but we can make a traditional one at some point too. Today I was studying some heads. I was making heads from planes, by the way, head planes. It's very useful, and maybe I should make it in the stream at some point. But, you know, since the stream is mostly for fun, it will be done, most likely. I always get your courses from ArtStation because you said it was the most profitable. Yeah, definitely, it's the most profitable for a course price. The course price there is $20. I know it's kind of a big price, but I get, I think on a sale, I get like $18.50. So it's like more than 90% of the price. ArtStation is just so cool. For this, I mean, it's amazing. Very nice. I would say just cool. But you know, they don't sell that much, a volume. If I sell like my courses for like 300 times a month, like in Udemy, in ArtStation I will be pretty much okay. I mean, you know. But you know, in ArtStation it's not that comfortable for people to buy them from there because they have to download them, and there are some gigabytes. They have to download them and watch them only on one of their devices because it's downloaded there. And for Udemy you can watch it from everywhere, even in your trip to work, in the train, whatever. So it's more convenient, I think, in Udemy. But everybody decides for themselves, you know. Cylinder. Why are you putting this cylinder there, Nico? You ask. This is the teeth. These are the teeth. Amazing teeth, Nico. Thank you very much. And you probably notice that I'm talking to myself now, because nobody's saying those things. But yeah, sometimes people have to do what people have to do, you know. I cannot wait for you all to say something. I have to say it to myself sometimes. It's just like this. Crazy. I always get to courses from... Ah, yeah, okay. What is the name of the artist of that concept? This guy is in the description of the video, I think. So you can check it out. ArtStation doesn't have a good mobile app. Yeah, of course. Nico, very hard to sculpt a concept with a lot of perspective like that. Yeah, I guess so. We'll see. We'll see. It will not be as good as the concept, most likely. I mean, it never is for this amount of time. But at least we will do something kind of nice, hopefully. Yeah? Yeah? Do you agree? Yes, okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for agreeing. I too agree. Everybody agree, so we are fine. It's not gonna be perfect in any case, but should be cool. Anyhow. Now, today I messed up my back in the morning, and now it's not super good, but it's not the worst. Just before my trip to Turkey, a few months ago, I messed it out so badly just the night before the trip. Just the night before the plane trip. Wow. So the next day, the plane trip was one of my worst days, probably. But it was very interesting. It was painful, yeah. But it was interesting. I was barely walking. It was so bad. But, as I said, interesting. Probably I prefer it next to just staying at home. I mean, going to a trip, seeing new things and everything is better than just staying at home. Although with the back pain, oops, not like this, not like this. Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, abort, abort. Like this, Shift D, and then Tab A, put it down, remove symmetry, rotate a little, oops, rotate a little bit only on this axis, then 180, good. Now rotate it only on the red axis, move it only up and back and up, and then let's sculpt again. Come on, let's sculpt again. Come on. Yeah, let's sculpt again. Cheers, mate. Hope you're doing good. Yeah, amazing. With my back pain. If we consider the back pain, everything else is just super cool. I even draw a little bit today. I can show you what I drew. If I can, let me see. Just a... No, nothing can be seen. No, it's... This white is completely invisible, so no. It's impossible. I cannot show you. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. So probably it's... it saved me the embarrassment. Light setting of yours, Blender viewport. Yes, light setting is the best. Okay, now. Teeth. I'm not completely... Oops. So, hey. Guy, what's happening with those teeth? What are you doing? Relax. It's me. Don't worry. Everything will be okay. Now those a little bit teeth. And the other teeth, I'm not sure the... Yeah, the orc teeth, because otherwise he doesn't look like an orc. Except for the ears, probably. And the teeth. So, we'll see what will happen. Let's kind of increase the resolution. Smooth. And continue working. Nico, maybe in the future you will open a kind of speech art academy, or you will stay with the course forever. I don't know. Speech art academy. It sounds interesting, but yeah, technically it will be difficult probably to do this. I'll have to hire people for the marketing, for everything. It could be like Pablo. I always forget his name. Pablo from this Pablander guy. You probably all know him. He's making courses, but paid courses, like live courses, for like $700 or something a person. And but he's very good. I mean, I'm good, but he's very good. Not with anatomy most likely, but he's good with rendering, with lighting, with kind of he's all around good guy. I'm better in anatomy and sculpting, but in other things not so much. Rendering is not my strength, let's say. Maybe I should render more often and kind of practice more often, because if something is not your strength and you want it to be, you have to just do it more often. Often. Or often, I'm not sure which one is correct. Often. Seems nice. Pablo Escobar, yeah, Pablo Munoz Gomez, yes, the same. Pablo Munoz Gomez. I'm his fan. I like him. He's very good. Maybe some people will say, Nico, but you are better than him. Yeah, everybody is better in some things, but he's definitely better in other things, in more things probably. I don't know about the speed, but I mean, I think I'm pretty fast, but there are people that are kind of as fast as me. They just don't stream that much probably, and or at all. But I've seen some streams that people for 2 hours are doing amazing things. So professionals, if they are professionals, they have to be fast at some point. In the beginning, you have to work for quality, then you have to work for speed. Because, time is money. I always have worked for speed more than quality though, but whatever, yeah. This is just my thing. I just like to be fast. My dad always told me, come on, faster, faster, put your shoes on, faster, come on, you're very slow. And it all the time when he said that to me, and now I want to do everything super fast, it's like brain damage, something like this, you know. Legs today. So no. This is only a head. This is only a head. Maybe I will do a body if I have time. A little bit of a body, just some muscular body. But overall, it's just a head. If we can color it, and you will see. Just a head for practice. Just practicing head modeling, but with orc. It has similar features like human, of course, as you probably can see. Maybe the neck is a little bit too big for my taste. He has to have a longer neck and also long hair, which I will try to do, but we'll see. I don't promise anything, Never promise what you can't deliver. I don't know if I can deliver this, but we'll see. And now again, I cannot select the head. Oh, I selected it. There are things that happen sometimes, but sometimes they don't happen. So we don't know when they will happen. Nobody knows. And if they will happen, also nobody knows. Hello from Argentina. Hello. Why don't you use Dino Topo? What do you think of Dino Topo? Dino Topo is sometimes useful. I never use it. I'm sure sometimes it's useful. I mean, it's my choice. In my workflow, Dino Topo doesn't have kind of too much place. Maybe if I do something like a dragon with a lot of detail, maybe I could use Dino Topo here and there just to save myself from making too much polygons. Yes, but I'm saying maybe. I'm not saying that I will. I'm saying just maybe I will. But we'll see. It will be interesting to see at some point to do a dragon in the stream with a lot of details. It's absurd, of course, but we'll see. Maybe I can figure out a way to do it in 2 streams or 3 streams. For each one for 2 hours. It's doable, I think. It's not absolutely impossible. Metalhead Orc. Sir, your Blender viewport lighting, mine is more darker. Maybe you mean the viewport background, which of course you can check out how it's done in Google. Because it's too much inside the preferences, I cannot show you. It will take too much time. It's very deep inside the thing. Deep covered. I don't know why they put it there. It should be more useful to be kinda more visible, more close to the surface, not to go into like millions of menus to find it. Okay, let's do the hair, or at least something like a hair. It should be pretty bad, but we'll see. I could color the Ajax losing what? Okay, from Egypt, thank you, thank you. I could color the Ajax, okay. Let's go, okay. It doesn't work. Remind me of my tricks. Alright. Matrix what? Ah, The Mask with Jim Carrey, yes. The Mask with Jim Carrey. Looks a little bit like it, yes. A lot look like it a lot, yes, I know, but still, yeah. This is a little bit more like the Lobo. Kind of a crazy smile guy with long hair. So we are getting back to the Lobo vibe, but with an orc. To make the eyebrows a little bit more up. And then the hair should go like this. Okay, okay, I think it's gonna be fine. Or at least we'll see. So long hair from this position, and it doesn't look ultra cool though. He looks even pretty bad, I would say. But we'll see. Yeah, Control R, just a little bit more resolution. Let's see if we can make this look like a hair even more. Or at least to look like a hair, because now it doesn't. And that's a little bit of a problematic for me. It doesn't. How can I find your other channel? Searching it in the internet or in YouTube. You can search it in YouTube. It's called just Speedchar without life. Just Speedchar. And it has 50,000 subscribers. Around 50 something. I'm not sure. 53 or 54 or 53 and a half. This was the last number I saw. I have to prepare a video for there, by the way. Leg anatomy video. At some point in time. And I will. Right now, he looks awful. But we'll see. Let's color it a little bit just to see what's happening. Because now we cannot see what is happening. Set vertex color. Ooh, this is too orange. But I can go with it, over it, with just a red. And try a little bit to... but not quite. It's not the best. But also, we can go to the hue. Saturation. No, saturation less. Value. The value is this. Okay, a little bit of probably this kind of a pink, maybe. Okay, it's not red anymore. So let's go to the hue, make it more red. Oh, we cannot make it more red. Alright, this... Oh no, it's not good. Like, okay. Let's leave it for now. Okay, a lot of love from India, I see. Too much love? Stop with the love from India, I suggest. It looks like Lobo 3D. Yeah, of course. Your video inspired so much, my skills improved basically none to quite a lot. Thank you, really glad I made your channel. Thank you. Speechar Life. Have you heard about this Livsy character from the Treasure Island with a big nose, gigantic smile and teeth? No, I think so, no. Are you from Balkan? Of course I am. Pankai Raini. I'm not sure how your name is pronounced. I'm sorry about pronouncing it probably wrong. But thank you. You shouldn't spam though. I mean, you said it once and it's enough. Spamming is not the way to go, my young friend from India. 158 people. I don't know why all of those people are watching, since this is not gonna end well. But maybe that's why. They're watching because they know it will not go well. That's why they're, haha, now we will see Nico fail miserably. It's so nice. Amazing. Nico is failing. Let's go to see. Let's go to watch him. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. You're so kind. I love you. Of course. So cool. Aha, he's done. His channel is ruined. You have some faith, man. Bro is looking handsome. I'm not particularly fond of him, but if you say so. Let's make the orc teeth to see if we can make him look a little bit. So I will make a little bit of spacing here for the orc teeth, and then I will just make them from a sphere, as I always do. Scale it down, don't scale it up. Move it here, scale it down, increase the size of it, put it here, and this will be our sphere teeth. Tooth. One of the teeth is a tooth. I mean, yeah. Привет, хорошего стрима. Ah, I know how to read Russian, you know. Some of it. Привет вам тоже. Тоже вам. Something like this. Привет, хорошего стрима means hello, nice stream. But probably you should write in English because most people are kind of understand English, not Russian that much. I will suggest. Not that I don't understand. I understand every language. It's not a problem for me, but it's better to be in English. Okay, let's make them point a little bit outward, but first symmetry. Outward. Doesn't look good. But it's an orc. At least now with those teeth, it could look like an orc, more or less. Maybe less, but still, it's fine. Are you a 3D model artist? No, I'm mostly 1D model and 2D model, but now I'm just trying a little bit of 3D today to see if it works. And if it's gonna work, it will be nice, I would say. Yeah. Make blood pour from one of his eyes like a crazy person. Ooh. You speak without an accent. Oh, really? Thank you very much. I know this is a big fat lie, but thank you very much. It's nice to hear. Sometimes we want to just be light. I mean, for me at least, it's cool. I know it's not true, but still, it sounds cool. Altors, tu comprendes le francés? Francis. No, I cannot exactly read it. But I think it means that you are asking me if I understand French or something like this. I don't quite understand French. Maybe this is the language I don't understand the most. I understand more Chinese, which I don't understand at all, than French. No, of course not. Chinese, I don't understand the most. Yeah, and a guy just wrote in Chinese, and no, you know, I will not answer at all. I may try, but it's I just cursed him or something. I'm not sure, but so yeah, probably we shouldn't do that. We shouldn't try this thing because we don't know what will come out of our mouths since we don't know the language. I've been to China, by the way, to Shanghai. It was cool, and some other towns around Shanghai, just little towns like couple million people each with metro stations and everything, but just a small provincial towns. Nothing to brag about. It was cool. China, Shanghai, amazing by the way. Everything is electric in Shanghai. The buses, the motorbikes, the cars, all electric. I don't think I saw something that's not electric in Shanghai. And it's very silent. When you go to the center of the town and you go to a traffic light, a lot of cars, but not much noise because everything is electric. So nice. Ah, it's Korea. Okay. Saudi Arabia. I don't know Saudi Arabian. I mean Arabic. Nico, do you stream for viewers after your main job? I don't have a main job anymore. They threw me away like a dirty cat and something like this, and I don't work anymore. I am suffering here from depression and other stuff. As you can see, I'm making characters also suffering from depression, manic depression. This is manic depression, the worst type of depression. You are always smiling with this kind of, you know, that's depression. Do you have any special settings on a draw brush? Huh. No. I use the draw brush and the draw sharp brush sometimes. So usually I use the draw and the draw sharp brush. Mostly the draw sharp brush for this kind of elements like this. Draw sharp brush is very nice. I like it. So he doesn't look so crazy like he's in the picture. We have to make him a little bit more crazy maybe. But let's leave him for now. And let's make a little bit of a body. Why not? Let's do a kind of a fast body. This is a circle. Why did I make a circle? Come on. We want to delete this circle. Delete. I don't like him from the front, by the way. Let me just fix a little bit. Do a little fixing. Okay, it's relatively fine. I mean, it's not the best, but probably that's the best I can do. Sadly. Pretty sad. Okay, let's make the body. How? Again, I made something bad. Now, UV sphere is the way to go. Put it here, increase the size of it, put it down, and this will be our body. We'll start to do it. So, now, what we can do about him. We'll see. I have something in mind, by the way. We'll see if I will be able to make it. How many spheres do you actually use to create legs for your models? 2 spheres for the legs. Most of the time, if I use spheres. If I do it as I do it often with curves, I use 1 curve for the legs and 1 curve for the arms. Okay, I'm just trying to adjust it it's not gonna happen until I do the geometry style. A little bit more geometry than here, like this. The trap muscle, of course. Now let's make a little bit of this, which is what? Shoulders, huh? Who said shoulders? You win. Shoulders. Then we have the back here. Pretty cool. And you will say, but Nico, how are you making the muscles so fast? Maybe I have practiced a lot for back, for front, for everything. I have a lot of practice, so it's not that difficult for me to make them. It's even very easy, we may say. You know, not the most difficult thing, as you probably can say. But they're not ready in any case. It's just I'm doing something. So you see, I'm speaking here about some things, and you're asking questions in the chat. You're speaking about complete other things. And I know, this is the stream life. I mean, I've seen it. I've watched some streams of some people before, and it was like the streamer is talking about some complete other stuff, and the chat is talking about completely something else, and I'm like, what's happening here? But it probably happens always, so it's fine. Why am I doing these shoulders like this? You will see in just a few moments, maybe. If this came out the way I wanted to came out, we'll see. I'm not saying this will be okay. It will be fine. Just a quick body sculpt, you know, just nothing too much. Completely happy with this. A little bit broader shoulders. Should be fine. Let's say it was sweet to see some sculptors establish properties like maybe a version of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, DC Batman, Scooby-Doo, Disney Princess. Disney Princess will be cool. No, it's okay. I mean, I've done the Wolverine already. So if I came up to a concept that I think that I can make it in 1 or 2 hours time, probably I will do it. Why not? Now 37 minutes into this stream, we have 172 people watching, which is a record, I think. And also, we are pretty far away into the sculpt. Maybe we'll say, but Nico, how are you so fast? I say, oh, I always say, I'm just fast. This is just genetics, you know. Fast genetics I have. And my wife is not very happy. But it is what it is, you know. It's cool. It should be okay. Fast, non-fast, but I have kids, so it doesn't matter how fast you are. You know, you still can have kids. Faster, faster, come on, let's do this. Here, this. Okay, these muscles. Amazing. Here, a little bit of muscles. Okay, make this. Super nice. This ones. Alright. Oh, let's make some arms. Sphere. Tab. Let's make this arm. I usually do the other one. Start with the other one, but this time I will do this one. Take it. Put it here. A PC to sculpt to recommend. Any PC, if you sculpt with Blender, any PC which is with a lot of RAM and a nice video card. So a lot of RAM and nice video card will be the best for you. Especially for Blender. If you will use, for example, Zbrush, you don't need huge amount of video card. A huge amount of video card. I was just, you know, thinking about something else. You don't need video card for Zbrush. And that's why Zbrush is better with, if you are using kind of a low-level laptop or something, Zbrush is far better. But when you start making money, you can afford a PC for Blender, which is free, which is strange. I mean, yeah, for the free program, you need a lot more resources. Your machine has to be a lot stronger. Let's see if we can make him with very big muscles. I don't completely approve it, but we'll see if we can fix it. Yeah, I don't care. I don't care. I care, by the way. I care. Yeah. I was just about to curse in Bulgarian, by the way. But just curse like something like, yeah, I care, motherfucker, I care. Something like this, but in Bulgarian. But I didn't. I restrained myself, which is cool. You see, I will make this kind of a strange, squarish biceps, and it will look better than most people's kind of a spherical bicepses. So be careful with the biceps. I said it in my Lobo course, you have to be careful with the biceps. Will you always show us how to sculpt the family area? How? To sculpt the family area? I don't know. I don't know what you mean. How do I start making money though? This is the question that I was asking also, but cannot find the answer. So if you find the answer, I would like to know. Of course, I will tell you. Making money is easy. You have to be very good first. You just become one of the best artists in the industry and you will make money, I guarantee you. Before that, probably you can make money again, but not so much. Just get good, as people say. Blender is free, but anyone can donate. Of course, but who donates? Yeah, you know. Big firms are kind of sponsoring Blender. So Blender is okay, don't think about them. I mean, they have money. They're sponsored by, I think, Adobe and Volkswagen, I think, recently. And probably a lot of other firms. So we are fine, they are fine, everybody's fine. Nico, who are your favorite artists? Yes, not yesterday, but Saturday when I was in the opening of Arc Academy here in Bulgaria, where I teach, I asked myself the same question because some people say from other teachers, they say, "Oh, this guy is very nice. I like him." Who is my favorite artist? I don't know. I mean, I don't know the names. One of my favorite artists are really one of my friends here from Bulgaria, for example, Bobby Kechashki and Sergei Samuilov. Those guys are very good character artists, better than me, unfortunately for me, but still, they're amazing. And probably they're one of my favorite artists. Other than that, other people, which are good. Yeah, all the good people are my favorite artists. Now, we have to be able to work on the fist without the body, which we can do easy, like this. It's easy peasy. I will make a fist now, be careful. If you don't know how to make a fist, I have a fist video in my other channel. It's the only fist video you will ever need. No other fist video can give you what my fist video can give you. Huh? Advertisement for the fist video. Very nice. I'm not getting any money from the fist video, but you can watch it. It's cool. It's for the fist, basically. I would say it's absolutely for the fist. I haven't practiced fists too much, just to model them from scratch, but we'll see. How long have you been using Blender for? For sculpting for for 9 months. 10 months almost. Before that I was using Blender just for a little bit of UV mapping, a little bit of modeling, just fixing things from Blender. Low polish, not high polish. But since then, I'm using Blender for everything, except for baking and texturing, of course, for which Blender is just, you know, you know, yeah. You know it. It's not good. But for high poly and low poly, it's amazing. And recently, I'm using it only for for high polys for my courses. I don't plan to do too much low polys on my courses, so I probably will forget how to do a low poly in just a few months. Because if you don't practice it, you forget it. You know, I even in my freelance, I don't do low polys anymore. One of my colleagues, he's doing very good low polys and high polys, but low polys, very good. And he's doing them for me, so yeah. Why should I bother? You know, my greatest pleasure is to start from a sphere and do whatever is necessary, even for a freelance, from concept. I'm doing everything from scratch, and it's so much fun for me. Low poly making is not as much fun. Not as much. It's super fun. Not. It's just not. It's the best. No, it's not. But it's fun. No, it's not. But Nico, no. Кто такой Сергей Самойлов? Сергей Самойлов — это болгарский 3D artist. He's very good. You can check him out in ArtStation. And Borislav Kechashki also. You can check him out in ArtStation. Yo, nice hands. Yeah, they could be. If I continue to do them a little bit more, we can make pretty cool hands and arms. And we need more polygons at some point. But first, let's establish the main forms. Many people, especially beginners, of course, are making this very huge mistake to go high poly very early. And then it's almost impossible, even for experienced artists, to do it. Especially, no, if you are a super experienced artist, more experienced than me, probably you will be able to do it. But for me, it's difficult to work on for the bigger forms with the higher poly model. So be careful. Be afraid. 2000 viewers, what's happening here? I have to try Blender someday. Me too, okay, yeah. How does the industry stand in Bulgaria? It's very good, by the way. In Bulgaria, we have a huge industry. For example, in Greece, in Turkey, but in Bulgaria, we have a very, very developed industry. We have a large number of game companies in Bulgaria. Very large number. I mean, like more than 20 probably. But the most famous are Ubisoft, Gameloft, Creative Assembly, and which else? Snapshot Games. Maybe some of you know them. Hemimont Games is a Bulgarian company. Black Sea Games, they made Tsar back in the days, the game Tsar. It was one of the, I mean, the first real Bulgarian game which just was very nice. Tsar, the Burden of the Crown. Tsar. Yeah, he looks pretty cool now, I would say. Let's find out what this color is and paint, just to see like this. Okay, it's relatively good, we may say. Oh, let's answer some questions. Did you study anatomy separately or just get practice when diving in? I've studied anatomy since I was very little. My first anatomy studies was mm, from newspapers for bodybuilding, and I was drawing people from those newspapers. It was cool. This was my first anatomy studies. I didn't know what the muscles are and where they are, but I was drawing them, and it was cool. Then, when I finished school, I found out about Bames anatomy. If you don't know about Bames, it was very nice anatomy back in the days. Nowadays, it's not that good compared to anatomy for sculptures, for example, because anatomy for sculptures is more new. It's with 3D and scans and stuff like this, so it's more fancy. But Bames anatomy is pretty cool. So I studied from Bames. Then I studied from a lot of other sources. Then I practiced a lot. And year by year, I become better and better in anatomy, and now I'm the best. No, I'm not the best. But maybe someday. No. No, there are people that are way, way better than me. For example, this guy, Ran Manolov. You probably know him. I talk about him sometimes in my streams. He's a Bulgarian artist who is working in United Kingdom, I think. And he is just amazing in anatomy. He's doing so good anatomy stuff. But he has learned anatomy in school, in an academy or something. So he has this academic touch to anatomy, which is great. I don't have that. But mine is more primitive. I mean, I do it as I want. I mean, it's, yeah. So, both are fine. By the way, I'm not having any references for the arms, which you never have to do this. You have to always work with references. I'm just doing it for fun now. Not always, by the way, not always. Work from references a lot. And then, sometimes for fun, you can work without reference just to see what you are having like problems, what problems you're having. That's a good practice. So, yeah, what I'm saying. What about challenge for the future stream idea? Sculpting with mouse only. Yeah, I should try that, by the way. I tried it once, it was very bad. But it happens. Sculpting only with grab and draw brush. Maybe. It's a little bit, crippling, but still, it could be done. I think. I don't know if it will be very entertaining for you if I'm cursing constantly on the stream. But probably it will be fine, who knows. Thanks for the answer. Another question for you. The UV sphere you used for the body and arms, how it's possible that they were ready to mend with the gearbox? Did you use a shortcut? Ready to mend with the gearbox. Gearbox. I don't know what is the gearbox. But yeah. The UV sphere is just a base for... It could be a base for everything. As you see, I'm using it for the hair, I'm using it for the teeth, for the body, for the arms, for everything. You can start from the UV sphere. The UV sphere is your best pal. Of course, I can easily start from a square. I mean the box. But the UV sphere is more of a organic shape, and I like to start with organic shapes when I'm doing organic modeling. Obviously. Is it obvious? Should be. We're not doing very great in the abdominal area yet. Yeah, I love doing this kind of things, like... what kind of back? Does he have a big back? Come on. I'm so strong. This physique you can achieve only by a lot of training, a lot of chemistry, and a lot of risk for your health. Definitely. Thanks for the answer. Okay. Good night, bro. That's midnight time in India. Yeah, of course. Here also is close to midnight, but it's not yet midnight. Yeah, we are like a couple of hours, maybe 2 hours at least back from you. That's why I'm streaming a little bit more. How much time do you have? Do we we will not do the legs, by the way, because the legs, they need more time to be developed correctly. Which pen tab do you use? One by Wacom is the name. Is there any scope to show you my work learned from your channel? Of course you can show your work in my Discord channel, in the whips, or in the... whatever, you can just join the Discord. Everybody's joining the Discord these days. Discord is a good place. Today I saw in the Discord you can join some AI program, and when you join the channel, and you can basically make images, just writing something in the Discord, and the AI is making images for you. It's I was amazed. Discord is interesting these days. Very. Very much. Give the orcs some earrings. Yeah, orcs should have earrings, right? We'll see. There is time. There is still time. We can do it. Don't worry. It's possible. Anything is possible when you want it to be. I don't completely approve the fists yet, but hopefully I'll be able to fix them. I'm improving them with every stroke, every push and pull with my grab brush. I'm improving the fists, and at some point they will be good. After a few years, for example, of improving. Maybe. Maybe. But we don't know. Maybe they will not be good. In the inner side, I don't want to make them because it will take time, and it's useless because we will not see them. So I will try to make them look from the outside, like this. And maybe a little bit from here they should look good. Why not? How much can we sell to game companies for each model? How much can you sell for game companies for each model? I don't know. It depends on their budget, on your skill, you know, a lot of things. But for example, you can make a model for $100, you can make a model for $3,000. It depends. If you're a very good artist, for example, if you're Raf Grassetti, you can sell a model for $10,000. I'm sure that if somebody wants Grassetti to make him a model, he has to pay around probably $10,000 for a model. I'm pretty sure. But, you know, difference of skill. Grassetti is just way above us. Way above us all. Can you enable a plugin that shows pressed keys? Google Translate. Oops, I enabled it. It's enabled now. It was there all the time, but it was below the puref. Some things are just below the puref, and it's... yeah, I know. It's not good, but what can we do? Puref is covering it. I cannot say I'm happy about this, but it is what it is. Are you going to sculpt your likeness from yesterday? What? My likeness from yesterday? I don't recall I make a likeness yesterday. The only likeness I tried to make was around 5 years ago. And the result was not very good. That's why I don't do likeness, because I'm not good at likenesses. Likenesses takes a lot of time. I am a speed char. Speed. Speed. One likeness can take more than 20 hours to achieve. Just a face, you know. So it's not exactly my type of thing. Yeah, many people want to do likenesses and they want me to teach them, but I'm not the guy probably about likenesses. Although I will make a course and I'm preparing for it for face anatomy, but mostly about the correct forms of the skull, of the nose, of the other parts. Not so much about likeness, not so much about details, no. Just correct forms, base forms, stuff like this. It will be very useful for many people, I'm sure. I will call it probably something like head exercises course. Or head sculpting exercise. It will not be only about sculpting. I mean, it will be an anatomy course, so it doesn't matter. You can draw them if you want. But just the shapes, to understand better the shapes of the head. It's very good. If I will make the course in such a way that if this course was available from somebody else, like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, I would gladly buy it then. That's how I will make the course. That's my plan, at least. By the way, I know how to make a folding muscular arm, kind of okay looking, because of the Lobo course. Because I practiced there for the Lobo course and I know how it looks relatively well. By the way, yesterday, or the day before yesterday, I saw amazing art of God of War. Like this. Like this. And by the way, this was super thin in here. So the overall, it was very cool. But this area here, very thin. Very thin. I mean, like, super thin. And I told the guy, but I don't know if he listened. Probably he was expecting everybody to say amazing work, and they do. They said amazing work. I told him that this is very thin and the pose of the legs is awful. He probably think that I'm just a hater. I just want to help him, you know, but whatever. Everybody decides for themselves. Hey, what was your best experience working as a 3D artist? When the girls kind of, you know, when they say, oh, you're famous, you're a 3D artist, come with me. No, I'm joking. No, it never happened. Probably it could happen, but it never happened. My best experience, I don't know. Maybe when I was sculpting in front of around 200 people in YouTube once. It was like few seconds ago. And now they are less than 200, so it's not that happy moment anymore. So yeah. Hi Nico, I like you so much. How much? Ah, you have to say. You say so much. I don't understand how much, you know? We have to be aware of these things. How much is so much? Nobody knows. Likenesses can all be caricatures. Yes, some 2D artists can do it within a minute. Yeah, of course. But they are training for that their whole life, and I'm training for just to be fast with sculpting, you know. So everybody trains for something. You cannot be good, or you can be good in everything, but you cannot be very good in everything, in my opinion at least. Especially if you are like me. a little bit lazy, procrastinating, reading books, playing some games on the phone, you know, spending time with your family. Pfft, what is this guy doing? Spending time with his family. This guy is crazy. But yeah, stuff like this. Are you using a graphic tablet with a screen or without? Without a screen, without any screen, no screen at all. I'm even not looking at the screen right now. I'm looking at the wall. And no, basically my tablet is one by Wacom, the cheapest Wacom tablet without any screen or anything. How can I choose a different part of mesh without changing to object mode? Alt Q, just Alt Q. Very easy, Alt Q. You see it? Alt Q. 6 times, 7 times, 8 times, 9 times. Alt Q is your guy. A good positive thinking hater then. Yeah, I am most likely like this. A good, let's say, normal thinking, not positive thinking even. But a hater, indeed. Many people will say, but Nico, you're a good guy. Yeah, but haters can be good also. So yeah, it's cool. Is it sculpting in your sleep counts as practice? I guess not. Sorry. What is the best place you traveled? I may say Thailand, but why? You will ask why. But Nico, why? Why is not India? Why is not... because I've never been to India, but whatever. So, why is the best place... because it was my first trip with a plane outside of Europe, let's say. And it was amazing. Then every other is like, okay, it's fine. I've been to Argentina, I've been to Brazil, it was very cool. It was amazing, but the first one, you remember the most. And you keep it in your heart, I mean, Thailand. Many people will say, the Thai women. No, thank you. But the Thai food is so good. Man, I love it. I just love it. Amazing. Hey dude, I can't remember. Have you done a tutorial on how to retop in Blender? Of course. I have a whole course in my channel, in my other channel, about making a character for a game, for real game, in Blender, with retopology and everything, so don't worry. Nico, do own any cats? No. I used to own, my wife used to own a rabbit, and it was very cute, but it died, and it was very, very tragic. We don't want to experience that anymore. That's why we made kids. I think we can probably have a good idea that the kids will outlive us, which will be for the best. And maybe, just maybe, the kids will be able to take care of us when we get old. And the cat most likely will not be. Not that I don't love cats. I love animals, but you know, I love kids also. How can you sculpt in sleep? Somebody know. Yes. I was thinking he was going to say the ladyboys. Haha, the ladyboys in Thailand. I've seen them, by the way. There was a waitress in one of the pizza places that I visit in... where was this? Yeah, in Thailand. And I say to the guy I was with, this waitress is a little bit tight in the hips. Also have a little bit of an Adam apple. So, and he said, I didn't notice that. Yeah, man. You will be very much okay when you go to a discotheque tonight. You will be very okay. Very okay. My English is perfect. Very okay. Can you say very okay? Nobody says that. I've never heard that. But I invented very okay now. When I say discotheque, I never go to discotheques in any country. I don't like discotheques at all. It's just not my type of thing. It's looking cool, right? It's looking, but it's not dynamic enough. It's not like, you know, it's not. Probably we should. Let me think. Maybe I will move it a little bit like this, and a little bit like this. Yeah, now it's more dynamic, but okay, let's do it again. Let's do it again. A little bit with the red. Okay, like this. A little bit forward. Ah, now it's way more dynamic. I love it. Now the arms, maybe I should move them also. A bit. Oops. A. Move them. Yes. This looks a little bit more dynamic. He's now like a real pose of a real bodybuilder. As you probably can see. How many hours will it take for a noob to start making decent models? I would say from a noob to a decent artist, if you practice correctly, around 4,000, 5,000 hours probably should be okay. Maybe less, but not less than 2,000. You know, there is a group in Facebook which is called 10K hours. So 10,000 hours. To be an expert in a field, you need 10,000 hours. You said decent models, so I say about 3,000-4,000 hours will be fine. But that's my opinion. It may not be right. I'm not always right. You have to be, I mean, careful with believing things that people say, even if they are your favorite artist. You know. Maybe you have already been right, but what made you switch from Zbrush to Blender? I don't think I have been asked this question in the last like 5 seconds or 6 something. Yeah. So yeah, I switched because of the money. That's the only reason. Because of the commercial success I will have with Blender. Because Blender, far more people are using Blender these days than ZBrush, and that's why my tutorials are getting to more people. Yeah. Yeah, and because people were asking me this question so much, that's how I realized that I'm the greedy bastard I am, you know. I realized that. Ah, yes. Let's see him with... By the way, the face is a different color than the rest, so let's try to fix that mistake, if it's a mistake. But it is a little bit of a mistake. Yeah, the fists are not exactly the best yet. They need more work, but for now it will probably be okay. The 10K hours thing is actually misunderstanding. Maybe. How many hours do you have? More than 10K, definitely. I started in April, now I have 110 hours on Blender. If I have to say how many hours I have in Blender, I have more than 1,000 hours in Blender most likely already. Yeah, because I work a lot. Every day, at least 2-3 hours. Some days even more. Greed is good. All those Russians. Dun, 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 dun. I'm sorry if you're Ukrainian or something, but your name is like from this, you know, from this countries. Since, you know, many people will say, oh, how can you say that? But Ukrainians and Russians, they have similar languages. I mean, many Ukrainians speak Russian. They have similar names. So if you see a name, basically you can say it's Russian or Ukrainian. For me at least, probably I cannot make the difference. Maybe it's just me. So you shouldn't get offended if you are Ukrainian and I call you Russian, you know. Why do you focus on speed sculpting? For money? No. Just because I always want to do things fast, everything. I am not the guy who is very patient. So that's why I want the things to happen very quickly. And speed sculpting is, you know, it has to be quick. Is there money in speed sculpting beside YouTube? I guess if you can make one freelance for which you charge like $500, for example, for a model, and you can make this model for like 4 hours, probably it's profitable. It's like a therapy for me. For me also. Israel. Oh, Israel. Yeah, I've seen that there are a lot of Russians in Israel. I've worked in a hotel in Bulgaria for Jewish people from Israel, and let's say like 20% at least were Russians. I mean Israeli Russians, but still with Russian names, with Russian looks, because you know Jewish people and Russian people, they look completely different. So if you see a Russian guy who is from Israel, you definitely will know that he is Russian. How will this orc walk? Ah, okay. Let's do some legs. All right, very nice legs. Amazing stuff. Of course, as always, we are doing the best legs in the world. We have to make the ass also, because without an ass, you cannot have legs. The ass muscles, they're moving something, you know. Maybe they should be a little bit thicker. Maybe go a little bit back. But still, he will be able to walk now, because you wanted it, and now you get it. Yes. Thank you very much. We were having like more than 2,200 people, 200 people on the stream, and now we lost them. We lost them because they saw that I'm greedy and I'm a hater and I'm a lot of things, and they saw that and they say, this guy, we don't like him anymore. Nico is dead for me. I loved him, but now I loved him, but what he did is unforgivable. You can handle this. I will find him, and I will shake his hand, for example. No artist has the right to be an amateur in the matter of 3D training. It's a shame for an artist to grow old without seeing the beauty and awesomeness. I don't think so. Now it's better not to call Ukrainians Russian. Yeah, I know. It's definitely better, but if you do it, you know, it's because there are a lot of Russians. So if I call somebody Russian, it's because I've seen Russians. It's normal. And Russians, especially those guys who have internet, who are young, and especially people who are interested in arts, I don't think they have any responsibility for the things that are happening. So relax. We shouldn't be so judgy about the Russians as a whole. All those Russians. Rah rah Rasputin, crazy Russian love machine. You know? Skip leg day. No, He, he has amazing legs. What? You don't understand about legs. See? Muscular legs. With muscles. Big, strong legs. To support his body. Amazing legs. Do hoof instead of feet. Yeah, if I do hoof, I have to make the leg a little bit more different. I have to make it like a goat leg. But yeah, this time I will make just big feet and that's it. That song is great. Yeah, it's very nice song from ABBA, I think, or from Boney M. I'm not sure. Boney M. Probably Boney M. But I listen to Boney M, I listen to ABBA, I listen to Queen, I listen to a lot of, you know, companies, I would say. No, a lot of groups, a lot of groups. Yeah. Music bands. Yeah, bands. Bands is the name. Sting, pretty cool. Dire Straits, Manowar, Pantera, Slayer, Sepultura, Korn, Rammstein. You know, different music. Yeah, this is the preparation for my leg anatomy video that I will do for my other YouTube channel. You know, just preparing for it now. You will say, amazing work, Nico. How can you do such nice legs? Yeah, just practice, you know. Just practice. Maybe they are a little bit small, but I'm not sure. It's a point of view, you know. You cannot say daddy, 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 daddy. Yeah. So much. Yeah, we have to have fun sometimes, you know. It's normal. We have to have fun. Sculpting question. What's a good workflow for sculpting different meshes for different part sections of your model? Do you merge together at the end? Yeah, I'm usually merge them together, and I should merge the hands and the body, the arms and the body. But I'm not just sure they should be like this. Probably it's fine. He should spread the legs a little bit more to have more, you know, to be more strong. You had a sixth sense that I will do that. Okay, good sixth sense. Good. What is here? Nothing. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Can we make him dance sideways? Daddy, daddy. No, it's not good. Let's make it daddy, 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 daddy. Yeah, yeah, very nice, very cool. Yeah, yeah, strong guy. Yeah, this guy has skipped the leg day. You know. It's about fun, you know. Everything is fun. Let's move it a little bit more up. Hopefully people will get a kick out of your leg anatomy tutorial. Very cool, yeah. No pun intended, right? Yeah. And that's how animation is done, guys. Yeah, that's the principles of animation, you know. Just with the grab brush, do a daddy, daddy, daddy. Dun, 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 dun. She's crazy like a fool. Daddy, cool. Hmm. What else can we do? What else can we do? But the head is... I don't completely like the head. It's not... It's almost like the concept though. So probably it's fine. Let's just make X-ray, no? Shadow, cavity. The shadow is pretty huge because it's on the other side of the object, maybe. Yes. Because it's turned on the, the other way. I started sculpting it the wrong way. So yeah. Now I cannot make the shadow. I have to turn it. Turn him. Do you have a quadrum mesh add-on? Of course, I have it and I use it. I use it a lot. When I use it, I use it. He has interesting legs and yeah, but you don't know. I mean, somebody asked for legs, so I did legs. What's wrong with this? We can make them bigger though. Maybe, let's try. We can select them like this. Smooth the mask. Not sharpen, smooth, 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 smooth. Then invert the mask. Then go to our scale brush. Scale tool. Sculpt, set pivot, mask origin. Of where did I put it? I cannot see. Sculpt, set pivot to mask border. Okay. And then try to scale. Scale. Even like this, it looks funny. Hmm. It's I mean, in Blender, it's not a. There is no easy way to scale the model like this. It's pretty awkward. In Zbrush, this will be very nice, very easy. In Blender, not quite. But let's leave it like this. It's more interesting this way, I would say. If we put normal legs on him, he will not look as good, I'm sure. You have to make him a little bit more dynamic, the pose. Dynamic, I mean to have more S shape and something. Hello everyone, wow, again, amazing sculpting. Yeah, thank you very much, it's pretty cool, like day. Have you ever tried likenesses? I was speaking about likenesses just a few minutes ago. I have tried it, I have failed, and yeah, probably if I work on likeness, on my likeness ability, I will be able to do it in some like 500 or 1,000 hours. I just don't want to put this amount of time. And you see the face is a different color than the body, which we don't like, but we will just fix a little bit like this and a little bit like this. All right. Can you show us your approach to clothing? A vest, for example. All right. Let me show you a vest very quickly. We don't have anything else to do, so let's make a vest. But I've shown you that in a Lobo course, so it's gonna be kind of the same. Masking. Masking. Then extracting without solid. Extract. Then inflating. Smoothing. Smoothing, inflating, smoothing, inflating. making it another color, which is not good. And now we will use the quad remesher, by the way. Of course, I will have to go to sculpt, just work a little bit, smooth it, and then use the quad remesher. At 1000 probably will be enough. With X symmetry, reset settings, it's stupid. I always do that. Remesh it. We wait. It's remeshed. Pretty cool. Now we just put it into position. Scale. Inflate. And then we make thickness. Usually I put a lot of thickness for that kind of stuff. And go to subdivision surface modifier. Edge data a little bit like this. And subsurface. Apply the solidify maybe. Yes. Then apply the surface. And then make some folds. Without, I don't know, without the symmetry, I mean. And it should be fine. Yeah, fast. Nico, how often do you live stream? I never seem to catch one from the beginning. Yeah, I do it when I want, but these days I'm doing it just more often because I have time. At one point I will have to stop because I will have to record my new course. And yeah, this is my time to record, just in the evening. Yeah, we don't like the vest. Let's remove it. Without the vest is the best. Jokes aside, you managed to sculpt that anatomy crazy fast. Yeah, that's because I practice a lot almost every day. And that's because I start from sphere every time I wanna do a character for freelance, for work, doesn't matter. I always start from a sphere and I do the anatomy from scratch. And that's how you become kind of decent in anatomy. Otherwise, if you use, like most people, if you use base meshes, most likely you will not practice that much your anatomy. And most people don't need to practice their anatomy. But I need to practice it for my own pleasure and for because I'm a teacher and I need to teach it at some point. So I need to practice it. The ass looks amazing though. I heard that it's kind of hard to ditch one 3D specialization like asset making of hard surface and go to another. Is that true? Yeah, of course. Asset making is a one thing. It's I won't say it's easier, but it's easier than character modeling. Character modeling is completely new thing because you need anatomy and working from concept, but in asset making also working from concept is useful. But in character making, anatomy is the showstopper for most people. I want to do a characters. Can you teach me? Okay, I will show you some things. Oh, but it's difficult. Okay, but you wanna do it, so do it. What? It's difficult, so you will not do it because it's difficult. It's your choice. Jokes aside, okay. Does pen top size matter? Pen top size. Ah, probably not too much. Give him a small cowboy hat. Thanks a lot. No, probably not. Hat could be nice, but no. I mean, I don't completely like what I've done with the face. It doesn't look very dynamic. It doesn't look very cool. I don't like it. So, let's try to make it better. Like the Lobo, a little bit of more dynamic style. Yeah, this is a little bit better. When there is something big and something small, it's like, you know, we have to have this kind of a regular shape, like in this case, it's a triangular head, which is better than just a head. In my opinion, at least, it's like this. This is the handsome orc guy. Is it common for 3D artists to become teachers after a while in the industry? No, it's not. Uh, if you don't like to speak a lot, and if you don't, if you have, most of 3D artists, especially the good ones, they are, as I always say, they are psychopaths. And if you are this type of psychopath who doesn't like who doesn't like people, and doesn't like to meet people, doesn't like to speak with people, you cannot be a teacher because you have to go and speak in front of crowds, in front of people, in front of audiences, and in front of the camera. So most good 3D artists that I know are not teachers, thankfully, because otherwise it will be difficult for me, a lot of competition. Do you think it's a super wrong for a loser like me to try likeness even if I spent 1,000, 100,000 hours on just one face? Uh, is it super wrong for a loser like you to try likeness? It's not wrong to try anything. You can try everything and you will most likely fail in the beginning, but that doesn't mean that you have to, stop. You know, if you like something or if you think that you will probably like it at some point, just go for it. Even if it's like a hobby, you have to just try and do it. Don't stop. Why are you asking me, is it wrong to try something? You can try everything except don't try to kill people. That will not be a good idea. Also, don't try to hurt people. It's not a good idea. Don't hurt animals. Also, what else? Maybe don't try to jump from a high cliff without a parachute or water below. Also, not a good idea. So there are some things that you shouldn't try. Yes, but the likeness sculpting is not one of those things. So relax, you can do it. I think you can. Also, don't make your country invade another country. It's a good idea not to do that because then very much complications. Yeah, don't be a president of a country which attacks another country. Also, yeah. Hello, master. Can you tell what 3D printer used when you show 3D prints? I'm not sure about the name, but it's a 3D printer with um, a 3D polymer with a polymer with a photopolymer. That's the best kind of printer. It makes a very nice result. A very nice result. Have you ever tried full realistic character modeling? Yes, I think, but not super ultra high best in the world realistic. No, just game realism. I haven't tried ultra realistic, full realistic. I don't like it. I'm a 3D artist. I don't teach. I live in a small village, and I have never been into my workplace. That's a cool thing, you know. That's cool. Let's make eyebrows. Now he's better. Let's make some eyes. So subdivision surface, 3 times, apply it, and then we can draw on both eyes. And then we can draw. By the way, we will do it like this. So I will first draw a black thing, big black bulb. Then inside this, I will draw like this. So the black will be just around like this. And then the black inside. Ah. Hey, I'm following your videos every day and the work is amazing. But what should I practice if I'm a beginner for sculpting? I don't get ideas. Practice heads. Practice also heads. For example, when I'm wondering what to practice, I just make a human head from a sphere. I make a skull or a head or female head or male head or African head or Asian head, whatever. But to make, for example, European heads, I can do relatively without reference. For African and Asian, I need to use references and I use them. And you use them because for a beginner, you always have to use references until you get this kind of a library and experience in your head. Then you will be fine. Nico, I think the eyebrows are a little bit different from the concept. Everything is a little bit different from the concept, but you know, probably I'm not that good. That's the thing. If I was better artist, probably it will be more closer to the concept. But since I'm not, it's so far away. Especially the body. You see, the concept is this, and definitely not quite much as I did, but it's okay. How is your first model look like? It's very bad, but it's normal. Will your kids be artist prodigies with the genetic you passed? Maybe one of my kids, yeah, maybe the little one, the big one, no. How is your first model look like? Yeah. Nico, what's the things on top of your blender? Looks like a plugin, I don't know. Top bar. This is the, what was it called? Blender kit add-on. This blender kit add-on. It has a bar here. I'm probably I have to remove the blender kit add-on to remove the bar. I have to disable it. Maybe I will, because I use it rarely. Do you think AI will take over the job of 3D artist too anytime soon? But it hasn't taken over the job of the 2D artist yet. So there is time for the 3D artist. It's making very good 2D things, but still it's more like generating ideas and then working on top of that. Something like a tool that the 2D artist can use. So for us, for me, probably it will not be a good thing because I will never use it. Because I always start from scratch. And if there is a tool that generates models for you and you can, you know, just go over them a little bit, probably it's not for me. In the last 2 months, I've improved immensely from not being able to sculpt a face or body to now doing full characters. Thank you very much for your videos, sir. Very good, very good. Just for 2 months, yeah. Poor orc is handicapped. Yeah, it's he's a little bit, but it's okay for him. Who made the 2D art? It's in the description. Yeah. Can you show your beginning work sometime? Yeah, sometime probably I will. Although I have some beginner works shown in my video in my other channel about the tablets. What tablet I'm using. This video in my other channel, I've shown some of my recent, I mean, the oldest works. Yeah. One of my first 3Ds I show there, and my 2D arts also, when I was 2D artist. Nico, is it true that some matte caps are better than others for different type of sculpts? I don't know, I use only this one. This one, because the others... this one for this one is, for this sculpt is good. It looks like a devil. The devil. So yeah, probably it's true. Probably it's true. I guess so. I will just make a little bit his hair like this. I was planning to do a little bit more on the hair to make a little bit of different strands of hair and stuff, But since I am more happy to do a body, I just didn't do it. And I will not do it because we're almost 2 hours into the sculpt. Probably we should wrap it up and go to sleep. Yeah, that's a good idea, I think. This hair is looking awful. Can we remove the hair and see what will happen? Haha. I think he looks better without the hair. So, I'm sorry, but I will leave it without the hair. It's just so much better. By the way, I will make something interesting now. I will make his chewing muscle very big. I watched today a little bit of anatomy tutorial, face anatomy tutorial, head anatomy, from this guy. I forgot the name. I will tell you. No, it's not here. Let me see. This guy is Scott Eaton. Yeah, Scott Eaton is amazing. So Scott Eaton's face anatomy or head anatomy course is very cool, but you have to be kind of advanced or intermediate user. It's not for beginners, in my opinion. Although, why not? You can watch it a couple of times. Scott Eaton's courses, anatomy courses, not only for face anatomy but for body anatomy, you can watch them like every good anatomy course. You have to watch them many times. So you watch them once, and you practice and you sculpt and you watch something else, and after a few months or years, even after 1 or 2 years, you watch them again and you find out something new and stuff like this. Very cool. So you see, when you do the head a little bit, the upper part of the head, many people are underestimating this upper portion of the head, the forehead and around it. It's very important to have detail, but you have to know what to do. And when you do, it's starting to get interesting. Now he's traveling fast. But no. All right. Um. ah, I really like your courses, but I didn't buy Demon Hunters because it needed an add-on. So yeah, the this add-on, the Quadrimesher add-on, is kinda essential for me at least. Of course, if you have time and you don't want to give the money, you can do everything by hand, by just retopologizing by hand, which is a possibility, but it will take far more time. I mean, way more time. So yeah, it's your choice. This is our guy flexing his muscles. By the way, if he has like a hair like a punk uh, hair, I think it would be better. But still, yeah, it's fine. Do you have to get good at 2D drawing before sculpting? Probably not. No. I know people that are very good sculptors. Although the best sculptors I know were very good 2D artists before that. But there are very good sculptors that weren't in a 2D before. So it's not mandatory. Is experience more important than creativity in 3D art? Hmm. Maybe yes. Maybe yes. Because creativity is not as important since you're working from a concept. If you choose nice concepts, you can go without any creativity. I think so. But yeah, I have some creativity, as you can see. Legs are amazing. So, and the body, of course. Yeah, it's mine. Can you tell, same with Gameloft person, how much money cost? Can you tell, same with Gameloft person, how much money cost? The money costs, for example, uh, The dollar is a little bit more than a euro now. So that's a little bit of a cost of the money. The dollar is kind of going up these days. So yeah. And the cost of the money is going down overall because of the inflation. You can buy fewer things with the same amount of money as last year, for example. So yeah. I know that you are not asking this, but your question is very confusing. So that's my answer. Nico, maybe you could do his head more wider. Maybe, but no, I think it's kind of fine. I mean, yeah, it could be better. I know, I know it could be better, but you can leave it as it is. Too much effort to fix it, you know. If 3D scan can take 3D jobs, how can AI? Ah, yes. Can you use Squadron mesh for production models? Yes, for the high poly. For the low poly, I would suggest you do it by hand. Or with the help of some Blender add-ons which are for, manual retopology. But for the high poly you can use it, yes. For a cleaner mesh. Hey, how are you? Relatively fine. Tell us about the guy who creates the ZBuilder. How did he achieve this? You have to ask him. When Zbrush? Never. Nico, about start economic lecturing as well. Yes, maybe. I know about everything. Looks good the way it is. Thank you. I have a problem with dollar. I don't have problem with dollar because my courses I sell them for dollars and I receive the money in dollars, so I'm okay with the dollar. Hello there, hot damn, this orc looks awesome, man. I'm still stuck on the little cartoon mouse course. Yeah, but this cartoon mouse course is the beginning. Then you will do something greater, something better, and then better and better, and at the end you will be a teacher, you know. Maybe. Nico, go ZBrush, please. No, I will not. It's not worth it. What part of the body is the hardest to learn? Huh. What part of the body is the hardest to learn? Maybe the place, the forearm. The forearm is pretty hard. The face, of course, is the hardest. But if we don't count the face, the forearm, because it rotates and it makes this kind of strange moves, and also the area here between the the biceps, the shoulder, and the chest. This area here is kind of difficult. What's your opinion about index funds? I don't know anything about them, but it's positive. Positive opinion. Are you going to save this stream? No, I will let it die. I will never save this stream. What happened with the stream? I mean, is it in trouble? So I have to save it? I don't know. But I don't know. Do you invest in crypto? Yeah, I have some tiny investments in crypto, which obviously nowadays is not a very good thing, but we'll see. Do you use the hair system for your work? Can you give comments on the new hair system? No, I haven't ever used the new hair system. So, yeah. Brasileiro, not so much. The face for sure. Okay. So, I think we are speaking just bullshits now, so we have to probably finish. Are you using reference for the entire body or just his face and the rest is your own original take? Yeah, this is the reference. This is from yesterday. This is the reference. This is the photo. So the rest is just my alternative take on the character. Let's try another matte cap. This one is too red probably. This one, too not red. This one is not good because this was the rendering window. World, viewport, theme, okay, studio. Let's put some shadow. Let's go, let's go. Yeah, by the way, if he drops his arms, he will definitely reach the ground just standing up, you know. Are you gonna continue on the hair of the orc? Definitely no. No. He's Lobo cousin, yeah. Hi from Brazil, you're amazing. Thank you very much. No course sales. I mean, yeah, I'm selling courses without any issue, except for the Dragon and the Boy. The Dragon Rider course, which is on Wingfox, which doesn't have almost any sales at all. It's just sad. It's a good course, but it's very expensive compared to the others. I don't make the prices, they make them, and that's why I'm a little bit pissed off, but it's okay, it's okay. Hello from Poland, hello from Bulgaria. The viewport shows cavity. Is there any way to get that effect when we render? Yes, you go to render, you choose workbench render, and then you go to cavity, and then go to the render window, and you have cavity. You just render with, you know, I can even go to flat, and then the cavity, I can adjust it, world. This will be like ambient occlusion, a little bit. Yeah, let's go both. Ooh, amazing. So, valley, ridge, and this is with the flat, and then shadow, increase it, and then matte cap, and it's like, yeah, baby. Or like Ronnie Coleman will say, yeah, baby. Yeah. All right. The girl and the dog helps me out a lot. Yes, but now I have the boy and the dog, which is Lobo, because he has dog. And you can check it out too, but it's in Blender. The girl and the dog is one of my kind of biggest courses, one of my hugest. Can you give the orc a chat hairstyle? Maybe someday, but not now. I'm tired of this orc already. If you released on Udemy, I would buy the Dragon Rider. I cannot. I have a contract. It's exclusive to Wingfox, which is not good. Thanks, Nico, for everything you do. I just started getting into Blender, and you are by far the best teacher I've come across. Thank you very much. Because there are great teachers in Blender, general, not in character art in Blender that much, but in Blender there are a lot of people who teach, I think, yeah. Not worries, man. As soon as I get some more gigs, gonna buy all your courses. Yeah, but in ArtStation, remember. My neck is starting to hurt. Just like I did with Hardy Fowler. He has some very awesome monster designs to make on 3D. Well, very cool. To be fair, Wingfox is investing on Facebook ads for your course. Every day I see your Wingfox course ad on my Facebook. Yes, okay, but no sales. Maybe they are selling it a lot, but I don't see any, anything out of it. So they may be cheating me. They're cheating me. Who knows? I don't know. What's the problem with Zbrush? No more easy modeling Zbrush in your style. Congrats for your job. Do you have a good style? I have a good style. Thank you. Do you think that 3D design is going to expand on a larger scale with the theme of the metaverse and all the entertainment? Not quite. I mean, the metaverse, I haven't heard anything about it that much. It was trendy a little bit, and then now it's not. So, I don't know. I'm late, sorry, but can you rig this character? Probably not. I mean, yeah. Best teacher, do something out of your own imagination. Maybe someday. Maybe. But this, the body is from my imagination, so I think it's okay. I recently discovered you and got first course on Udemy. Great work, keep it up. Thank you very much. Where are you from? Bulgaria. Metaverse is inevitable. Probably. Okay, that's cool, yeah? Nice art. Thanks though. And goodbye for now, guys. See you in the next stream. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see.